Ciao belli, welcome to Italian Lessons with Seva. Today we're going to discuss Italian adjectives, mostly the descriptive adjectives, but we're going to touch lightly on the possessive adjectives as well. All right, so the most important thing to remember, and we already have discussed that in the previous video about the nouns, that all nouns in Italian are either masculine or feminine, all of them, 100%. There is no logic to it, it's a grammatical gender, so please do not look for any real life logic in it, there is no. So, the next point, the adjectives in Italian, the descriptive adjectives in Italian are also going to be either masculine or feminine. How come? Well, they're going to follow the nouns in the gender and the number. Because the adjectives describe the nouns. In Italian, they will be masculine or feminine, plural or singular, depending on the noun. So remember, the noun is the most important. In English, the adjectives have no gender and no number. But in Italian, they do. Why? Nobody knows why. Because Italian is beautiful. English is good too. But they're different. That's the beauty. So let's talk about it. So you have here two nouns. La gatta, il gatto. Most of the words that are feminine end on a, not all. Most of the words that are masculine end on o, but not all. So let's see here. Il gatto nero è Francesco. You have the masculine article, definite article. You have the noun gatto. You have nero, the descriptive adjective, and you have his name Francesco. Note how everything ends on o. Francesco, nero, gatto. So here, as soon as you see this sentence, immediately look for the noun, because that noun is the most important thing. It will be followed, unlike in English, by the descriptive adjective. In English, you say black cat. In Italian, you say cat black. So the noun is the king, and it will be followed by the descriptive adjectives. So descriptive adjectives will follow the nouns. Yeah? Okay. So let's see here. La gatta nera è Beatrice. Immediately you go for the noun. You see that it's feminine because it ends on a. And the feminine definite article will only confirm your correct guess. The feminine singular noun is followed by singular feminine adjective, nera, which is the counterpart of the nero, e Beatrice. Feminine name, just to confirm your correct guess. So it will be the black cat is Beatrice. So in the case number one, you had the male singular noun. In case number two, you have the female singular noun. Lui è nero, bravo e simpatico. Lui means he. Nero refers to the same male cat, singular masculine. Bravo, singular masculine, e simpatico, singular masculine. Note how it all fits together. Nero, bravo, simpatico. It doesn't always, but most of the time it does. Lei, she, is nera, brava, è intelligente. Opa, intelligente. That's a little bit different. Why is it intelligente? Because in Italian, the adjectives that end on e, and the same goes for the nouns, in plural will be intelligenti, and they could be either gender. They have two forms, unlike the ones that end on o. So if an adjective in its original form ends on o, it has four forms. Nero, nera, nere, neri. But if it ends on a, it will have only two forms. So the plural will be intelligenti, no matter whether it's masculine or feminine. They're unisex, so to speak. Loro sono simpatici, neri e bravi. Loro is they. So you have here they are nice, likable, pleasant. Neri, black, and bravi, great, good. Huh? Plural, masculine form. Loro sono simpatici, neri e bravi. Why is it masculine form? Because you have one male included right here. Francesco is there. and he is male, and that's why it will be plural. So no matter how many feminine nouns there are, if there is one male, then it will acquire the masculine form. All right, you remember that in Italian, there, as in English, there are other kinds of adjectives, possessives, demonstratives, numbers. All of them are adjectives, but they will not follow the noun, but rather precede them. So we're dealing in this lesson mostly with the descriptive adjectives, and they will be following the noun. We have here Lui e Luca è frustrato. He is Luca and he is frustrated. Remember that the subject pronoun in Italian is optional. We didn't use it here because Italian is the language of freedom. And Luca is frustrated with the complicated Italian adjectives, but he is very hopeful that it all will go well and he will learn them and he will enjoy Italian further. The most important thing here is to memorize this little table, and this little table will tell you what the plural is. So gatto right here will become gatti in plural. Masculine singular will become masculine plural. Gatta, feminine singular, will become gatte, feminine plural. If a noun or an adjective, same thing in Italian, ends on e, it could be either masculine or feminine, and the plural will be e, no matter whether it is masculine or feminine, it just will be plural. So I have here il gatto è nero. Immediately you go for the word gatto, which is the most important. It is a noun, it ends on o, whispers into your ear that it's singular, masculine. Gatto è nero. See how nicely it fits. The male cat is black. Next one is you pluralize it. You go to this table, you see how to pluralize it. You see that I gatti, you pluralize the definite article, you pluralize the noun, and you pluralize the adjective. All fits nicely together. I gatti sono neri. The cats are black. If you need to refresh your knowledge about the definite articles, please refer to the previous video on my website. I already have recorded it. La gatta è nera. And again, you go immediately for the noun in feminine form, singular. La gatta è nera. La is the feminine singular definite article. Nera is the descriptive adjective that follows the noun. Remember, in English, you say the cat is black. Actually, in this case, la gatta è nera, we put the verb in between of them, so it is like in English. But you could, most of the time, the descriptive adjectives follow the nouns in Italian. Le gatte, again, you go immediately for the plural noun, and you know that the adjective, descriptive adjective, also will be in plural feminine form. Yeah, but gatto, gatta, cat, male or female, they're two genders. While many words, la mela, for example, the apple, only has one gender. La mela ends on a, whispers into ear that it's feminine, singular noun, and it is correct. La mela è verde. Verde is green, but it ends on e. What does it mean? It means that it will not have four forms, but it will have only two forms. So the plural le, because you pluralize la, mele is plural of mela, sono, well, it is a plural of e, are, and then verd, you have here, what do you put for the plural? You refer to this table, and you see that the plural of e is e. So, le mele sono verdi. Doesn't coincide visually. Le, e, mele, e, verdi, e. But that's how you pluralize it. So it's not always exactly the same vowel. It's only the tendency. The next one is l'ananas è dolce. L'ananas ends on a consonant, not typical Italian word. The word is taken from Tupi-Guarani, southern Brazil and Paraguay. Indigenous word means pineapple. So l'ananas does not have plural as a noun, but the adjective still has to be pluralized. It's a masculine word, You have to look in the dictionary, you know it's masculine. Most foreign words that end on a consonant in Italian will be masculine. L'ananas è dolce means the pineapple is sweet. Dolce ends on e, you refer to the table, you know that the plural of e will be e. So you see li ananas, and if you need a refresher on the articles, please review them. Ananas doesn't change because it ends on a consonant foreign word. Sono are dolci, and then you know that it is a masculine plural form. Yeah, okay. The next one is back to the cats. Le gatte. You immediately go to the most important word, noun. Gatte, feminine plural. Feminine plural article. Non sono, and then you need to say they're not green. How do you say that? Oh, you remember that verde has only two forms. So you refer to this table, and you see that verde will be verdi in plural. So it means the female cats are not green. And then the statement will be le gatte sono, the plural, feminine noun, sono nere. Why is it nere? Because you referred here. The original word is nero. The feminine form is a, but it's plural, so you have it nere. So it's plural, feminine. Le gatte sono nere. The cats, female cats, are black. Next one is, let's take a look at the possessive. You have here, let's just take one form. Mio, mine, masculine singular. Mia, masculine, feminine singular. Miei, plural, masculine. Mie, feminine, plural. So in Italian, unlike in English, the possessive refers not to the person possessing, but to the item possessed. What do I mean? If you say his car, we know that the owner is male. If you say her car, we know that the owner is female. In Italian, it's the car's gender that will be emphasized by the possessive, not the owner. What do I mean? Let's take a look. You have here la gatta, feminine noun. So you will say mia. Why do you say mia? Because it is a feminine singular. So this one connected to this one. So gatta is feminine singular, so it will be mia. Italian possessive is created with a definite article. So you need definite article right here. You choose feminine singular. So it will be la mia gatta. So you have here la mia gatta, that la gatta, definite article, went right here in before the possessive. So la mia gatta is, because it's a verb to be, and bravo is the original form of the adjective, but you need to change it to feminine. You remember little table? O becomes a for feminine, so it will be brava. So the full sentence is la mia gatta è brava. Note, la ends on a, mia ends on a, gatta ends on a, brava ends on a. Perfectly together. La mia gatta è brava as my female cat is great. Can you do the same thing for la mela? That would be a good moment to stop the video and to do it. All right, so you repeat the same thing. La is the definite article. It goes in here. So it will be la, same because it's feminine singular. Mia will be the same because it is feminine singular. Mela stays the same because it has only one gender. Same verb because it's singular. And verde does not change because it doesn't have a masculine feminine form. It only has plural and singular. So you have final la mia mela è verde, and that is it. My apple is green. Yes, in Italian you say my apple is green, but in English you translate it as my apple is green. Different way to create possessives. So what? Now you pluralize it and you say le mele. You could stop the video right now and try to do it. The same operation. You will say my apples are green. The green has to be pluralized. Okay, let's do it. Let's stop now and try it on your own. Okay, So you have here le, and it goes right here because it's the definite article plural feminine. How do you know that? Because mele is a plural feminine noun. So you say le mie. Why do you say mie? Because you refer here, it's a plural feminine. Le mie, mele. Then you need the verb to be plural. Sono verde. Verde is singular. How do you pluralize it? You refer to the little table, and you remember that little table. O becomes E, A becomes E becomes E. Splendiferous. So you change it to the plural, verdi. The final product is le mie mele sono verdi. Le mie mele sono verdi. If you think that it is a little bit messy, then you might be right. So let's write it down in a cleaner way, and it will be le mie mele sono verdi. Done. Il mio formaggio buono. Okay, so you do the same operation. It will be il, definite article, mio, and you take it right here from the table, masculine singular, because formaggio ends on o. Mio formaggio è buono. You don't change it because it's still masculine singular. So let's make it a little bit cleaner. And then the final product will be il mio formaggio è buono. Buono means tasty, good. Il mio formaggio è buono. No, formaggio masculine. And then you have the possessive that is also masculine. Mele, feminine, and the possessive is also feminine plural. Mela, singular, and then mia, possessive, also will be singular feminine. Gatta will be exactly the same thing. So note that the possessor in English is reflected in the possessive, but in Italian, in the possessive, you reflect the gender of the item possessed. Please review the definite articles as they will help you. Okay, this lesson is becoming a little too long, I hope. It was helpful to review the Italian adjectives, mostly the descriptives, a little bit the possessives. So you will remember that many adjectives are recognizable cognates: timido, prudente, romantico, euforico. But some will be the false friends. Maleducato doesn't mean badly educated, it means ill-mannered. And you have here an example of the slightly ill-mannered capra, which means a goat. Yeah? So what we learned in this lesson? Number one, descriptive adjectives will follow the noun, and they will follow the noun in the gender and the number. We learned how to pluralize the adjectives and maybe reviewed how to pluralize the nouns. This little table will help us. Then we reviewed the possessive for my form only, and we know that they're created with the definite articles plus the 4 gendered and numbered possessive forms. For mine, at least. We did it for the first person. Then we also reviewed that there are different other adjectives in Italian, such as possessive, demonstrative, numbers. We're not reviewing them in this lesson, but they do exist, and they precede the nouns, unlike the descriptive adjectives. I hope it was useful, and I hope it was not too long. I will record the practice lesson on the adjectives very soon. Stay tuned. Ciao, belli.